Hi, this is Ganesh Kumar from Automotivate India. In the last episode, we started discussing negotiation. We said negotiation is an art as well as science. So, we will continue with the discussion on negotiations. Negotiations is part of the sales process. The sales process is never linear. It is like driving a car or flying a kite.
What exactly is the meaning of the word linear, sir?
Linear means it is structured in a straight line. That means from one process to the other. In a sales process, sometimes, many a times, you have to come back to original. That is from lead to qualification, or how do you qualify from qualification, from inquiry to different stages. So, it does not move in a straight line. That is why it is not a linear in the sales process. We may have to come back to the original many times while handling the objections from a customer. That's why it is not called linear. So, I also mentioned it is like driving a car or flying a kite. Driving a car. Why is it like driving a car? After starting the car, you shift from first gear to second gear, third gear, 4, 5. In fact, these days we have got cars up to 7 gears and reverse. That's the reason I said why it is not linear. Sometimes we have to put it in a reverse gear and then come backward a little bit. And how do you fly a kite? Normally, when wind is there, the thread which controls the kite, it's also in the west, in the north and all, it is called the manja. It is in your hand. Many times what happens is you hand over the thread to the customer. So, the customer starts flying the kite. So, he becomes in control of the whole process. That is the time when he starts asking for discounts, and then you end up paying more than what is necessary. So, the thread should be always in your hand. That means the dialogues, the conversation, you should be in control of the whole episode. Haven't you seen many times, sometimes children insist on a lollipop. So, you buy a lollipop and then give it to him. Sometimes if you take it away from him, he is unhappy, but he definitely wants it. The child definitely wants the lollipop. So, many times a particular feature, it's like a lollipop. So, during the negotiations, you can always ask the customer, citing the particular feature which he definitely want in your product. Sir, don't you want that particular feature in your car? So, that is one way of bringing back the discussion on track. So, that is like giving him the lollipop, and then when you take it away, the customer may not want you to take it away from him. So, you can always bring him back. So, that is again a value proposition. A value proposition and then is added again. You can also, once you have a problem identified, you can also frame the problem. What do you mean by frame the problem? You are structuring the problem, and then you go deep into it, into the problem. You might be able to get a new insight whereby you will be able to convince the customer. Let me cite an example. Sometime back, working in a Toyota dealership, a lady came for a Innova. Being a tough customer, the sales consultant asked my help to convince the lady. Many times what happens is there may be common topics where the customer is interested. If you talk to the customer about that particular topic of common interest, you may be able to convince a customer subsequently, moving from the common topic to the topic which you are discussing, that is about the car. So in this case, this lady was she was a hardcore fan of dogs. She had almost 15-20 dogs in her home, 15-20 dogs, and she loved talking about them. Since I also loved dogs, most of the time I also entertained her discussing about dogs. So when she said she wanted an Innova, the way she expressed, I had a doubt whether she is really looking for an Innova. So I requested her, "Madam, shall we go for another test drive?" So we went on another test drive where the road had an incline or a slope, and where she had to stop before entering the main road. This I have seen very frequently. Many people, when they stop at an incline and then again they start the car rolls back. And this happened in this lady's case also. The car started rolling back. Immediately I pulled the handbrake. Then with an effort, she took the car again. We returned to the dealership. So when we did this second time, the test drive, I got a new insight. The customer is not in control of the vehicle in slopes or inclines. So what do we do in such cases? Automatic vehicles can solve this problem. So we were able to identify a problem and a solution for it. There's a famous quote from Albert Einstein. If there is a problem, if I am spending 1 hour for a problem, I spend 55 minutes on the problem and 5 minutes for the solution. In this case, of course, it did not take that much time. So there was a particular insight which we could use. So I requested the lady to take a test drive of the Toyota Corolla Automatic. And then we went to an incline. The car did not roll back. The lady was really happy. She said, "Yes, this is what I want." Because I am not a professional driver and most of the time the car rolls back. I'm scared at inclines and slopes. So within no time, we were able to finalize the deal. So in analyzing problems, you can also get into the Toyota way of finding the root cause, whereby you will be able to get a fresh insight. And many times people talk based on assumptions. So you can also challenge the assumptions when you are negotiating, and then finally when it becomes a value, the customer accepts it. Thank you.